Hey everybody, welcome to A Kiss for Luck. I'm Steve.
I'm Charisse.
And from Northern California at an OTB near you is Mike Crutchfield. Big Mike, how you doing there, buddy?
I'm doing okay. I'm in my second office, like I told you, big brother and little sister. I'm in my second office here, and it's I don't even have to pay rent for this, which is really nice.
Very good, very good. Okay, we'll keep that the location private, so you don't have all these people wanting to get handicapping tips from you. But
Yeah.
uh, I wanted to start off the show to recap the Kentucky Derby and what we saw there. Mike, why don't you start us off? What'd you see in the race, and how did you do?
Well, like I said, if you listen to A Kiss for Luck, you would have had the superfecta and the trifecta because the three horses that I liked Ocelli, I like Golden Tempo, and I like Renegade. Those were the ones that I liked. And as I mentioned on A Kiss for Luck, my main objective was to try to hit the exacta and then use long shots in the third and fourth hole. And I did that and hit the trifecta, but missed the superfecta because I did not use my big brother's horse, the number 12. Left him out. I used his one of his other horses who ran fifth. And if he had run fourth, I would have had the super.
Oh
So
my
that's horse
God.
racing.
That's
Yeah, it
horse racing.
is. Yeah, it is. I looked at I've watched some of the replays of it and frame by frame to see what happened here at the beginning of the race. The Dan Cronin, fat ball guy that was on our show last week, he analyzes it very well. Go to his channel, Fat Ball Guy Racing, and you'll be able to see how he analyzed it. But the the further ado got wiped out in the beginning. All the
Yeah.
outside horses came across and just completely wiped him out in the beginning. So he could not be forwardly placed at all. Chief Wallaby got hit right out of the gate. Same thing. And I think everybody likes to focus on what happened to Renegade, where the field just was pushing
Yeah.
him towards the rail and he was trying to push back. I mean, that takes a lot out of you, and you lose a lot of position that way. But we all knew that that would happen with that horse because he was on the rail. So it was almost like one of those things: is Irad Ortiz Superman, or can is he gonna not get up in time? And he didn't get up in time. So, but yeah, my horse Chief Wallaby got hit a few times. He got killed out of the gate, and then he got shoved over. Again, you look at the jockeys in this race; they have to make split second decisions. And the split second decision, unfortunately, that my jockey decided to make on Chief Wallaby was to cut inside and go between horses. And that closed up from the outside and it shoved him. And that was it. He was done near the end of the race. That was the key moment where he should have either waited, gone to the rail even more, or waited, gone outside. Who went outside? The Ortiz brothers. The Ortiz
Yeah.
brothers, they waited, and they moved in tandem on the outside. And Jose had a little bit more at the end. And I think, well, it's pretty obvious that that start that Renegade got just absolutely destroyed his chances.
Yeah.
hmm
Which
hmm
is sad, but that's that's horse racing, and that's the Kentucky Derby, and you got 19 horses in this case, 19 this year, and there were a lot of bumps and grinds along the way, but you gotta hope for what you can hope for. And my 12th Chief Wallaby, I tell you what, that doggone horse hasn't got a good clean race yet, so I can hardly wait to the next one. Hopefully, he's got a 5 horse field, and maybe he'll still get in trouble. I don't know.
Is he going to the Preakness, honey?
No,
No.
Wallaby?
no,
No.
No, no, he's not.
no.
And that's another discussion too, for maybe we'll wrap it up with that discussion about the Triple Crown and the way the Derby Trail is and all that sort of stuff, because there's been a lot of chatter out on YouTube, and there's reasons why it goes a certain direction, why it doesn't go a certain direction. But we could talk about that later. Charisse, talk to us about the Derby, and you've got a race coming up here, don't you?
Yes. Real quick, I thank goodness for future book bets. First time I've hit one at the advice of one of the handicappers I listened to. He said only put future book money on 2 horses, and one of them was Golden Tempo, and I did, darn it. I did. We were in front runner in Santa Anita, and so after the race, and I looked at Steve and I went, guess what? And he goes, you just brought us back. I said, thank you. Okay. On to, we are live here right now, Friday morning. Steve and I have a piece of a hoop of a horse running with my racehorse at Aqueduct right now, Belmont Meet at Aqueduct. They are loading. So you're going to get a race call from me, but I'm only going to focus on the number 2 horse, which is the one we have interest in. Mike, I know you use this horse in your P5s and P4s, so okay,
yeah,
the last one is going in.
Yep.
Okay.
This is the 4th race at Aqueduct. Live. They are loaded.
All right.
Here we go.
Talk us through it, Charisse. Talk us through it.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, the 5 reared up in the gate.
Uh-oh.
Did not toss the jockey. Okay, they're settled in. Here we go.
Drum roll, please.
I'm going to see if you're anything like Vic Stoffer.
No, I'm not. And away they go. Nakoma breaks alertly, and she is placing herself forward. Now, this is her first start, mind you. We had a layoff, an issue, but she's 4-year-old starting. She's laying 3rd on the rail. Edgar Zayas has her in nice striking distance. The 1, Florida Patriot, is in the lead. The 6, Time for You, 2nd on the outside. Nakoma is lying 3rd, looking to go to the outside. Edgar Zayas is clear, and he is asking her. The 1 is still holding the lead. The 6 2nd. Nakoma is still 3rd. Come on, Edgar. You got anything? Come on, Edgar. Okay, she is now 2nd. The 6 has fallen back. The 1, I knew the 1 was going to do this. Here comes the 5 on the outside. The 1 at 9-1, Florida Patriot, and the 5 only for now, the favorite. And it looks like the favorite will get it, the 5.
Okay,
Nakoma will run better for the next time.
Here's hoping.
Not
Here's
bad,
hoping.
Charisse.
That's all right.
That's right.
She came back. She crossed the finish line. It's all good in the hood.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I think Vic Stoffer, I mean, Turk Paradise isn't too far away from us. He might be in trouble with his job. I think that was pretty good.
No, he's not.
Yeah, I think I'm going to sign up and be your agent, Charisse.
Okay.
And it's just 10%. I mean, you know.
Yeah,
okay. I can
Steve,
afford that.
I think Steve might allow that.
I think that's a reasonable percentage, Mike. That's very kind of you. Yes. Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right. Well, now that we're done with that, let's talk about Derby. What do you think, Charisse? What do you think of the Derby aside from us hitting that golden tempo? We didn't do much, did we?
Yeah, we had the future book bet, like I said, but my Albus, I always want to say Albus did not run very well. And, I had to give him a shot. And we did okay with him in the wood 4 weeks before, but yeah, so.
You made your money. You made your money in the wood.
You did.
Yeah, and I know next week we'll talk about the Preakness, but I'm kind of excited that Baffert is entering. What's the horse's name that won last Saturday? Velocity. I'm excited to see that horse. I mean, to come back in 2 weeks off a ungraded stakes, was it? Or was it a graded stakes?
It was the Pat Day Mile. It was graded.
It's graded.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a great one.
Yeah, that horse has got a future, I think. Cherie DeVoe loved her horse on the 1, and I heard on some of the broadcasts that Cherie tried to bet Bob Baffert, a little side bet, whose horse was going to win that race, and Bob said, no thanks. I think Bob is like, nah, I'm not getting sucked into that. And then Bob, in the end, the horse just took away from Cherisse's horse. He's got something there, I think, and we'll see how he does in the Preakness if he gets in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
All
stuff.
right.
Good stuff. Okay, so now we've cleansed ourselves of the Derby. The Preakness is coming. We'll talk about that next week. But let's get into handicapping tomorrow. We're doing this is a Friday show, going to be released here Friday afternoon, evening, and this is going to be all Saturday, all the time, baby. And we're going to start off with Big Mike Crutchfield. Mike, go for it.
Yeah. So I'm going to start. I'm going to play the late pick five on Saturday. And Charisse, I think that's a great idea. Having us go ahead and handicap for Saturday. I
Yep.
like that because most, weekend warriors, they call it that for a reason. Most people are handicapping on Saturday. So I think that's a fantastic idea. And so,
In all fairness to my husband, it was his idea, Mike.
great.
I
Well,
was
you still
just
get,
I was just the receiver.
yeah,
Okay.
it's 50-50. You get credit for it too.
Okay,
That's
thank
exactly
you.
right. That's right. It's a joint property state, California. You get 50% of the
Yes.
credit.
Yeah. So anyway, great idea for both of you. So I'm going to play the late pick five at Belmont at Aqueduct,
Okay.
and it starts in the seventh race. And I'm going to use three horses. The first horse I'm going to use is Mia. Mia, and that horse is a 6-5 favorite. Is a head away from winning a Grade 2 race. So obviously you gotta throw that one in, and then I'm going to use the number seven. This horse, Dry Powder, will be running on late. I think that horse has a shot, and I'm going to use the six, Irish Maxima. Sharp winner at 7 furlongs, stretching out to a mile. I love the way this filly won this last race. And so I think you got to use those three and it'll get you out. I'm throwing Chad Brown's horse out. The number five, just not good enough, I don't believe.
Ready.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and go to race number eight. I'm going to use four horses here in race number eight. I'm going to use the number one more guitar. This horse is going to sit and make one run. I think that this horse loves the turf course. One off, broke his maiden and won nicely. The last quarter of a mile. I love to play horses that run the last quarter of a mile like this on the turf. So I'm going to use the one, and I'm going to use the number seven, Just Filtered. This horse is a stakes winner already on the turf, so you can't leave that one out. And the other horse I'm going to use is also a stakes winner on the turf. Number eight, Sweet Montreal, and that horse is going to be my top selection at 10-1.
Nice.
I just, I think I think this horse has a big shot here. And my final selection is going to be the number six, Cadenza. And again, I don't know how much this horse likes the turf, but has some good solid tries on the synthetic. So I'm going to add that one as well. But my top choice is the number eight, Sweet Montreal.
Alrighty. 1, 6, 7, 8 with the 8 on top. Next race, sir.
Yeah. Next race, the ninth. I'm gonna get real skinny here. I'm gonna use the number one, Trendsetter, that won at 30-1 at Keeneland. We're gonna get to see if this horse is real or Memorex. So
Yeah.
we're gonna see if this horse is the real deal. And
Yep.
so I'm going to use that horse. Obviously, they put the horse, on a van and sent him up to New York. And so I think, they must like the horse some. And then the other horse I'm going to use, I'm only using two. I'm going to use the horse Talk to Me, Jimmy. And again, I'm not going to use Growth Equity. I just don't think, I mean, he broke his maiden in a 4-horse field. He was beating nothing.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to take a chance. I believe that the 1 has faced better horses. I
Yeah.
believe that the 5 has faced better horses. The 5 has faced Albus, your horse, Charisse, has faced. I mean, he's coming out the wood. He's coming out the wood. So the 3 has not faced those type horses. So I'm totally throwing him out.
I don't blame him. I mean, and that was not only a 4-horse race, he was 1-9.
Yeah, you know, so obviously, so I'm going to throw that one out. Now I'll
Yeah.
go to the 10th race. Here's a race. I'm going to use 3. I'm going to use the number 1, Right to Vote. He was a nice little colt before he got injured. Ran some good races down at Saratoga. So I'm going to use that one. I'm also going to use the number 7, Golden Channel. That is your speed of the race. It's going to lead a long way, and I think this horse could possibly take him wire to wire. And I'm going to use the number 4, which is my top selection at 8-1, Blown Cover.
Nice.
That horse is going to be coming late. And this horse has done something that most horses, it's hard for him to do. This horse has won sprinting. This horse has won routing. And I like that, all on the turf. The horse had 4 starts on the turf, won 3 of them. And so this horse really, really likes the sod. So again, I'm going to use 147.
Okay, 147 with the 4 being your top pick. Next leg, sir.
Okay, so my next leg, I'm going to use this a maiden a special weight race on the turf, and I'm going to use 3 horses. Okay, the horses I'm going to use the number 9. Okay, Ice House. That horse is bred for the turf, and out of Knicks Go. Knicks Go is a good early sire for the turf. So this horse had a good speed and fade, and I think this horse wants the turf. So I'm going to use the number 9, and then I'm going to use the number 4, Sammy C Note. And if you look, this horse has been right there on the turf, run really good turf races, has not been able to get there, but I'm going to give this one a shot.
Yeah.
And my top selection is something that I hope people don't see. It's the number 5, Super Dave. Now, this is a Wesley Ward horse that was 8-5 on debut in a 10-horse field at Saratoga, all right, and did not fire. They lay the horse off, shows up in another maiden special weight race. I like the number 5 as my top selection at 6-1, Super Dave.
Yep, and he's getting Lasix too.
Yeah, love that too. He probably needed that then because he ran the first quarter of first half mile, Steve, and quit. So he probably needs the Lasix.
Yep. That sounds great. How much is that ticket there, Mike?
$108.
All right, the 108 Mike Crutchfield special. You got it.
Yes, sir.
That is late pick 5 at Belmont on Saturday Racing. It's a really good card there at Belmont. Nice to see them gearing up for the big race coming up in June. And it is Charisse's turn.
All right.
But
all right, here we go.
Kind of, Charisse and I are going to do this together.
Okay.
Because we both separately handicapped the late pick 5, pick 4 at Santa Anita. So I was going to change my picks, but I thought, you know what? Let's do it together. What do you think, Charisse?
Yep. And I don't know what you have, and you don't know what I have.
We did not share with one another. So this is a big reveal, like they say in 2026. We got the reveal. Like is it going to be a boy or a girl?
Yeah, love it. Love it.
In this case, it's a boy and a girl doing it. All right, Charisse, go ahead. Girl starts. The first is going to be the 5th race Saturday, late pick 5. What do you got?
At Santa Anita. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Okay. My pick 5, Mike, and pick 4 are $12. So 5th race, I am singling the favorite, the 4, Midnight Cowgirl, Ryan Hansen, Edwin Maldonado. I think Edwin will get this horse out and go all the way with this filly. How about you, honey?
Well, I just hate the 3-2 morning line, so I doubled up here. I put the 5 in there as well. Latin Air. It's a first timer for Mullins and Ricky Gonzalez. Mullins is 12% with first timers. You can see he's got this horse keen. He's running him on synthetic the last couple of times. He ran a 2 out of 16, 47 flat work at Santa Anita. So we would think that it could certainly translate to the turf. So I also put in Latin Air, the 5 horse. So together on our together ticket, we have 4-5. And
okay.
What else?
All right. 6th race starts the late pick 4 and second leg of the late pick 5. And I believe I singled here. I did. I singled the favorite again, Krista McAuliffe, number 5, Steve Miotti, my boy Jaramillo in the irons. I think this horse will be able to do it this time. It's her 6th start. So go, Krista.
Well, I've got that horse, but I just put it in because it's Jaramillo on this, and I think it's got a really good shot. But I've got the 1. I like the 1 a whole lot. Never a doubt with Kyle Frey and Andy Mathis. Andy Mathis is 40% out of 10 races so far at this the Santa Anita meet, and he's 21% on first-time starters. So it's all systems go for Andy Mathis and those numbers. And Kyle Friend, he obviously they hooked up when they were in Northern California. They know each other very well. He knows how to ride his horses. So I am absolutely putting the 1 in, putting the 5, Kristen McAuliffe, just because it might just take off and never look back. But I'm also putting in the 6, Very Smart. And this is Peter Urton, Antonio Frizzou on board. And this is John Sheriff's horse that was CRK gave to Peter Urton once John Sheriff's passed away. The first race was on the turf. They put him on the turf because he's got turf breeding. He's got on the dam side all over turf. But it's pretty obvious the horse did not like turf. 13 lengths back, or there might be a problem with the horse. So this horse has been off a full year. Peter Urton is 21% first-time trainer, and over 180 days, he's 18%. So I am going with Peter Urton and Frizzou. They've got a good jockey trainer combo together. So in that one, I'm going 1-5-6.
Okay. Well, the 7th race. Good thing I didn't go all the way I wanted to, or this ticket would have been hundreds. But I narrowed it down to 4 horses. It's an optional 20 on the grass. I have the 1, Jimmy Blue Jeans, Georgie P. And I'm going to use a price here. Leo Powell and Maldonado, the 4, Zagreus. Had an incident getting out of the gate last time at this level. He's going to do better with Maldonado on, so I got to take a shot. I'm going to use the 7 with Kent DeSormo, Creative for his favorite trainer nowadays, Aggie Ordonez. And I'm also going to use the 8, Sabretooth, Tim Yakty for George Sharp, and Antonio Frizzou in the irons. It's going to be the favorite, 9-5 morning line. So I'm going to use those 4. What about you, honey?
Well, I'll tell you, I am with you on Jimmy Blue Jeans. Absolutely love that horse. That's my top pick in that race, 5-2, and I think he'll get every bit of 5-2. I really do. I think a lot of people are going to see Sabretooth in some of the races that he raced over his career. He's only 1 for 10 though. He just doesn't seem to like to win, and I just have to. I have to go with Jimmy Blue Jeans. I mean, that horse has won 8 times in his career. He's won 3 out of 12 at Santa Anita. He likes the course. Jockey Kyle Frey with Papa Padroma on this horse. They've won a couple of times together on this one. just seem to click. And I think with the speed numbers he's got, I think that's definitely my top pick. So I just went too deep. I went the 1-8 in that one. And the reason I didn't go DeSormo on Creative Om is because he's been running at Emerald, Grand Pass in Oregon, and Turf Paradise.
Yeah.
So it's tough for me to put a horse in like that. So
I get it. Okay, 8th race. I believe, yes, I'm singled. I'm singled to the even money favorite, Magnify. Number 6, Antonio Frizzou for Tim Yakteen. This could give Tim Yakteen 2 races in a row. What do you say, honey?
Well, I've got that horse, but I also have the 2 Coach Cronin. That horse has been off since March, but a little layoff, not too long. But Bob Hess has got him, and Mark Blatt had him before. I don't know where the change was here. What happened? Maybe the owner just changed trainers. But it is kind of odd. I think there's probably a private sale that went on here, because the last race with Mark Blatt, Mike Smith won by 4 lengths on this horse. And before that, Kimura won by 3 lengths on this horse. So those things tell me, why in the world would you move from Mark Glatt if you won by 3 lengths and 4 lengths? So there's probably a private sale involved here that we're not seeing. But that's fine. I think the horse is still on target and ready to roll. I like the training works, like the pattern. 21% with first timers, Bob Hess, and Mikey Smith on board. So I included Coach Cronin. I went 2-6 there.
Okay. Last race. I am 6 deep here. Hopefully I have you covered, or our ticket's going to be way too big, honey. 9th race. I'll just give you my picks here and then give you my top pick. I went with the 1, Bella Lyra, the 2, Mow 'em Down, the 3, Surfing USA, the 5, Light One Up, the 6, Marjoram, and the 7, Will Happen, with Mikey Smith and the Irons. My top pick, gentlemen, just so you know, is the 30-1 Morning Line, Surfing USA.
I think that horse has a shot.
I use so, of course, on the grass. I think the horse can step up from an optional 80. And I mean, he beat Will Happen last time out, optional 80. Why not take a shot if we get anywhere near 30-1?
Are you talking about the 9 horse there?
No, the 3, Surfing USA.
Oh, the 3, Surfing USA. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is I'm not with you on a lot of these. So my horses I like are the 2, Mow 'em Down. He won on this course. Not super fast, but then again, I don't see this as a super fast race. Down the hill is just a different breed of a different animal, if you will. So I've got the 2, Mow 'em Down, with Barrios. I've got the 5, Light One Up, like you did, and I've got the 9, Still Unwritten, with Maldonado and Ryan Hansen. They've won at 6 furlongs. Again, this is down the hill, but Maldonado tried to win against a similar company here. Mow 'em Down was in the race. Will Happen was in the race. Still Unwritten was a length and a quarter behind those 2. I think Maldonado learned a little bit on this one, and he's probably going to go a little easier down that hill the first quarter. And that's he just probably didn't realize down the hill how fast this horse was. So when you look at the splits are always fast down the hill, but 21-3, 40, almost 44 flat. That's pretty fast even for that course. So, and certainly this level. So those are the only ones I went with. I just went with 259 in that race there. And the reason I didn't go with the 1 is Inside Post down the hill, hate it.
Yeah.
And Surfing USA 30-1, Leo Powell. I see your point. He might have a shot at it. He's won down the hill, but he won at a very slow pace. I don't even know if that was down the hill. I couldn't see that being a down the hill. He's got a couple of 6.5 furlong races, and both were 115 and change. I would think that was probably the flat 6.5 versus down the hill 6.5. I don't see any way that could be 115 and change. If that's the case, I see why he's 30-1. So
Does it have a little asterisk next to the 6.5?
no, doesn't.
Then it's the flat.
Oh yeah, I get it. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay, it was flat. Okay, good. Much better. Much better. So he might have a shot. He might have a shot because Surfing USA was a 108 flat 6 furlong last time he was out in March. So I think you might have something there, honey. But our ticket's probably like $500. But
no, we can throw out a couple of your picks. It's okay.
No. We're not throwing anything out here. If we're doing a combo ticket, we're doing a combo ticket.
Before we bet this tomorrow at Vessel's Club at Los Al, I'm going to consult the handicappers that we love and see what they say.
Yeah. Okay. But remember, trust your handicapping because, you come up with these long shots and, don't throw your horse out for somebody else's horse.
No, I agree. Can I give a quickie since we're going to be at Los Al tomorrow night with Todd and Caroline? Can I give a quickie out for tomorrow night?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we left Santa Anita last Saturday, went to Los Al, met up with Todd, Caroline, got our usual table. And in I believe it was the third race, Saturday night after the Derby, I had put this horse in my pick 4, my pick all. We're coming up on the race. And Caroline and I are talking about it. And I said, Caroline, it's Justine Claybar, the female jockey from Mexico, New Mexico, and it's Angie Aquino training. How can you not use that horse? She said, well, I didn't use it. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize it was Andy's paint horse.
Oh.
And I said, well, doesn't matter. I didn't know that. I used them because of the connection, because you love Justine and we both love Angie. And she's like, well, I better bet her to win. Well, I did the exacta with that horse on top, morning line 20-1 to the field. I get busy talking, eating, drinking, whatever. I don't see they're loading in the gate. And I look at the odds, the horse goes off, it's 36-1.
Oh.
She busts out of that gate, shows them nothing but tail. Boom, across the finish line. So Caroline says, better to win. And and ironically, we wound up cashing like within $10 of each other with her win bet and my exacta bet. And I'm alive in the pick 4.
Wow.
So we go to the last race. Oh, Mike. I was alive to a $3,000 pick 4 and a $13,000 pick 4. And the $13,000 pick 4 was the one horse, which is one of Caroline's favorite jockeys, Oscar Pinedo. She's like, oh, he's going to win this for you. He's going to win it for you. I know it. I know it.
Oh.
No. And the horse that won, none of us had.
Well,
so, but anyway, so that's leading into my pick for tomorrow night, Saturday night at Los Alamitos. Go to the 9th race. It's at maybe 9,000, a maiden allowance at Los Alamitos. There's a second-time starter in the field, trained by Angie Aquino, ridden by Justine Claybar. Morning line, 10-1. So I'm going to probably single this horse and bet it to win. Lose Your Cotton, number 5 in the 9th race tomorrow night at Los Al.
Got it.
What the heck?
Nice.
It's girls' night.
Yep.
Okay.
Girl trainer, girl jockey. Let's go. And it's a filly. The horse is a filly. So it's.
Well, the thing that she forgot to mention about that exacta, she had the 36-1 on top, and the 8-5 favorite was off the board.
Oh,
so we got a 3 or 4 to 1 second, $223 exacta.
Wow.
For a dollar.
Yeah. Nice.
It can't replace thousands of dollars on the pick 4, but it was nice. It was good.
Yeah.
Good to have.
Yes, sir.
Well, I tell you,
congratulations on that.
Yeah. Thank you. Before we sign off here, let's talk a little bit about Preakness and these horses just not wanting to enter, and the trainers not wanting to enter. It's kind of I wouldn't call it an epidemic, but I would certainly call it a trend where people just aren't running this close to one another. And the quote. This is bad when you hear a quote from Bill Mott when somebody asked him, "Are you thinking about the Preakness?" And Bill Mott said to the reporter, "Nobody thinks about the Preakness."
Yeah,
That's
that's bad.
That is bad because when a guy like Bill Mott, that normally is very politically correct, is not going to say anything controversial, been in the game for years, says something like that, I think we got a problem. So, what are your thoughts, Mike? I know that we're all traditionalists, and it's real easy to say, well, it's tough for a reason. And I think they run the Kentucky Derby and then the Preakness and the Belmont, and a super horse has to win them all. And if they're not a super horse, they're not going to win them all. But when trainers are just outright saying, "No, I'm not going to go to the Preakness," I think we might have a problem. What are your thoughts on that, Mike?
So we talked about this last year, and one of the things that I really believe is that that's a tradition. That's 100-year tradition we're talking about, and Charisse horse is not going in it because that horse does not. She doesn't run horses back, that quickly.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't. She never has. So I just think they need to leave it alone. I just because a few trainers the last 5 or 6 years do not want to run in a race does not mean that you tear apart the tradition. I'm a traditionalist, and I think you leave it alone because how do you measure greatness? There's been 13 Triple Crown winners in 120 years. That's greatness.
Exactly.
I mean, we really love those Triple Crown winners. So we know who they are. So why would you change that? So that's just my thought on it.
Yeah, I agree with you.
You agree with that, Charisse?
I do agree. I do agree. Some things are better left alone, and this is one of them. And if you have a horse that is truly a super horse, he or she will shine and win the Triple Crown. But I don't blame Cherie at all. She's never correct. Did you see that statistic? In 5 years, Cherie has never run a horse back in 2 weeks.
Right. It's just not part of her program.
Now? Why would she start now?
No.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Well, here's my thought on it. I just think we need to just stop talking about the Triple Crown. I mean, okay, it's a great tradition. It's something some super horse might win it one of these days again. I doubt it's going to happen anytime soon because there's just too much money on the back breeding end. You've got a horse that wins the Kentucky Derby, you've automatically got $10 million in your pocket, on breeding rates. So why in the world are you going to run it back in 2 weeks just to win a race in Maryland, for $1 million?
Right.
That's stupid. I mean, there's no reason to do it, unless you have a big hunk of horse that is just built like a brick house and it can handle anything you throw at it. Then maybe you give it a shot. But I think what we do is we just stop treating it like it's something important like it used to be, because it's not important anymore. People, the media tries to talk about it. People try to say, oh, the Preakness, and then the Belmont, and then this, and then that. But what ends up happening is it's like the All-Star game in baseball, right? It used to be a big deal. That was a big deal, the All-Star game in baseball, right? And when like the Cincinnati Reds would get into the All-Star game, they got to wear white cleats because the Reds always wore black cleats and they weren't allowed to wear white cleats. It was stuff like that. It was like the NBA basketball, All-Star game, right? That was when Jordan released his new Jordan. It was the All-Star break, right? It was like everybody wanted the new Jordan, and they knew it was going to be at the All-Star break. He was going to release his new Jordan, and that's what everybody was waiting for. It used to be a big deal. But you can't treat it like a big deal when people aren't caring about it anymore. Like Bill Mott said, if people aren't caring about it anymore, then just if it happens to happen, it'll happen. It's like a Triple Crown in baseball.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's swinging for the fences now. Nobody's trying for average, really. And if you got a guy who's trying for average, he's not going to have enough home runs and RBIs to win the other the legs of the Triple Crown. So just let it be what it be, and don't talk about it though, and don't make it a big deal after the Derby. Immediately, it's like, oh, what do you microphone in their face? What do you think about going to the Preakness? Just let it be what it'll be. If you happen to have a freak, that's when the Triple Crown will happen again. If you don't, if you get a Justifier or an American Pharoah, and if you look at pictures of those two horses, they were built. They were built.
Yeah.
And they could hold weight, and they could run really quickly 3 races and do it. And if you happen to get that, great, but don't stress it. Everybody, I think, is trying to either change it or get rid of it. Just keep it the way it is, but stop talking about it. Stop talking about it. If that miracle horse comes up again, we'll all celebrate it and look forward to it. And the other part of this too is, I heard people talking, is there's no way Naira wants to mess with what they've got, because there are so many people that come out to Belmont no matter what. It's one of those races that it's high purse money. It's for a horse that has to get that distance, and it's on Big Sandy, and here we go. It's a completely different beast from the other two, the Triple Crown. And there's no way that you're going to tell Naira, hey, how about moving your race because we want to do things. How about moving it back to? They're going to say, no way. No way. We're not going to change what we're doing. Our success has been fantastic for many, many years. Don't mess with our thing. So anyway, that's just my thought. I'll get off my soapbox, but that's what I believe. Stop talking about it. And if a super horse comes up, fine.
Yes. We're all traditionalists, I guess.
I agree.
Yep.
I love the Breeders'. This is why I love the Breeders' Cup. We have 2 days of full Breeders' Cup races.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a smorgasbord of horse racing.
Yes.
Right. And that is interesting, because Breeders' Cup, the 2 days, is fantastic. The Kentucky Derby Day with all the races and all the people on that horse is fantastic. You get these big race days. That's what I look forward to. I look forward to the big race days. I absolutely do not look forward to Preakness Day when they're running the Jim McKay Maryland Sprint. I don't care. It means nothing to me. It really doesn't. That's not a day I pull open my forms and say, okay, I better find out what the best Maryland bred. Who cares?
And I'm so happy to hear you say that, because I accepted an invitation to our daughter's best friend's baby shower next Saturday on Preakness Day. So we will be attending a baby shower in San Juan Capistrano. How do you like that for a surprise?
Oh, well, I guess I walked right into that one, didn't I?
Oh, man.
Oh, boy. What a sucker, man. She got me.
Yeah. The whole
I thought I'd announce it on our podcast where we're going to be, but we'll probably make it for night racing at Los Al.
Yeah.
Here's hoping. Anyway, all right, guys. Well, hey, that'll wrap it up for the day. Thanks for coming on, Mike and Charisse, and we will see you next week. Thanks for supporting the channel. Like, subscribe, and until next week.
Kiss for luck. I'm going to try and get someone fun for the Preakness podcast, guys, next week.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
All righty, y'all. Bye now.
We'll see you.